Thank you so much for joining us. And today, our conversation is about the Footprint Project, the GoFundMe fundraising campaign that Katherine and I are running to support Ukrainian refugees. And, for folks who are just tuning in and watching this for the first time, hearing about the Footprint Project, we'd love for you to tell us a little bit about what the Footprint Project does, what some of the previous projects that the Footprint Project has actually done, as well as some of the plans for Ukraine moving forward.
Footprint Project is a small nonprofit based in Minneapolis. Our mission is to help communities build back greener after disasters by deploying cleaner energy to communities in crisis. So that really looks like deploying, in most cases, mobile solar generators to offset or replace diesel or fossil fuel generators after large-scale disasters.
Can you talk more about what you're doing for Ukrainian conflict survivors?
We started with some basic emergency shipments of, lighting equipment and hats with LED lights in them. So it was because we know it's cold weather climate, which makes some of this work more challenging. But we have a network of partners that we kind of have coalesced over the last few weeks, and combined, we've been able to ship over 60 surgical headlamps that are the trauma surgical, the ones that you can see into shallow and deep cavities, which are going to be critical for surgeons in the region, as well as 800 of these hats. And then we're currently prepping 22 solar generators for shipment this week, which will be distributed out to 12 hospitals inside of Ukraine. But we also have volunteers on the border of Poland that are distributing portable cell phone charger batteries, like the little ones that you see at the airports. And then we're spinning up a program in Moldova as well, where we're going to be procuring a solar trailer we just started this yesterday, and it's going to be shipped from Germany, where it's built, delivered to the Palanka border crossing in Moldova, and it's going to run a charging station for all the refugees that are crossing the border, and empower a open Wi-Fi network, so that when the refugees are coming across, they can both charge their phones and get on Wi-Fi to communicate with loved ones.
What could other disaster response agencies do today that could make them more flexible, more responsive, and able to reduce the amount of fossil fuels that they're using in their typical operations?
I would wholeheartedly encourage any partner agency to invest in sustainable energy technologies now.
If I was a procurement officer, or if I was an operations director right now at any relief agency, the first thing I'd be thinking about, especially in a situation like Ukraine where there's an active war going on, your fuel supplies, your energy supplies could possibly be interrupted by military force, and it's something that is it eliminates risk from your operation. It doesn't eliminate risk, but it reduces it by a considerable margin. Because if you're not worried about fuel, and you could just see all of your solar panels generating electricity directly into your batteries that your little mini grid infrastructure is plugged into. From a strategic perspective, it seems like there's so much value to unlock there.
Yeah, it's a really exciting to work on, and I think the reason I keep doing it is, one, because folks like y'all find us and say, hey, keep doing it, right? There's a lot of times where it's like there's, when you're setting up solar panels in the Kentucky winter storm, it's 30 degrees, and we're out there plugging these things in, and it's not as fun as you think, you know what I mean? But when you can see those real-time benefits, folks showing up to plug in their phones or their excessive, electric wheelchairs or medical devices, or for the partner NGOs that all of a sudden can kind of take a step back and breathe for a second without having to worry about where the next liter of gas is, where they can find it. That's what makes it worthwhile. And we're really, really grateful to have folks like you support us.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.